Have you identified your fulcrum? Hey folks, Lauren McDonald with IBM here. Today I'm excited to talk about a concept that I've been using when I meet with clients and speaking around the circuit and stuff for the last few years, which is this concept I call the fulcrum, finding your fulcrum point. What it really is just finding that singular thing, that one thing that drives the success of your company, your division, your organization. And I'm not just talking about marketing, I'm not just talking about digital marketing, email marketing, or whatever. What I'm really talking about here is the company. What is it between the company and your customers and success that is fundamentally, creating that value prop, creating that success for you? And so it's something that hopefully starts at the top. It's something that your CEO, management, and stuff thinks about, keeps them awake at night. They're focused on, they're thinking about, and that should resonate down to you in sort of the digital marketing role and program. And so, let me give you an example of what I mean when I talk about fulcrum. So, a few years ago, I was meeting with a retail e-commerce client, and I was walked through about a dozen different digital marketing program ideas, and kind of the end of a couple of hours of talking through and going through all this, the client was actually kind of overwhelmed and didn't really know where to start. There were so many good ideas, and what I came back to him and said is, sort of, I think you know what it is. What is that sort of one thing that is driving the success of your company? And they pointed to a program which is very similar to the Amazon Prime program. And for them, it's one of those very similar programs that, is kind of a shipping slash loyalty program. When you pay, in their case, it was around $50 a year. You sign up for that and you get free shipping, you get advance notice of particular sales and discounts. And so you get these benefits around, kind of the relationship with the retailer and, sort of free shipping and stuff. And when we sort of dove into the numbers, they shared that, as you might expect, about 80% of their revenue and margins came from those people that were members of this, kind of shipping slash loyalty program. But at the same time, they were having a challenge in that a lot of people would sign up for this, but not renew it. They weren't taking advantage of it. They didn't fully understand the value or how it worked or whatever it is. And by the same token, they weren't getting enough people who would opt in, say, to their email program to then also sign up and pay for this. So they weren't getting enough people, sort of at the top of the funnel. They weren't getting enough people into the program. At the same time, people were not renewing. They were losing people on the other end. But if you step back, that was the singular thing that was driving, kind of the success from a revenue perspective of this e-commerce company, is getting people into this, shipping loyalty program. And so, kind of the light bulb went on in the room and everybody said, aha, we get it. And in fact, while I was flying home from the meeting, the e-commerce executive sent me an email sort of where he had mapped out actually a triggered automated program for kind of, at a high level, both of those different programs. And so, that's really my point, is if you can identify that one thing, that fulcrum point, it kind of brings a level of hyper focus that kind of puts everything off to the side. So those challenges of giving enough budget, getting enough resources, getting enough time, they're not necessarily all solved, but you get a really good way there, in that it should mean that you're aligned with management. It should mean that you're in sync with other departments like IT. So when you go asking for those resources to build a preference center, or you need an integration with your analytics or back-end engine or whatever to make a program like this work, hopefully they're in alignment, and it'll go from 50th on their list of things to do to up into the top 10 or whatever it is. And so the point is that if you can get this sort of agreement and focus, It doesn't solve all of your sort of resource challenges, but it certainly, should sort of get you there. And what it also does is when you have multiple groups coming in saying, I need this, I want this email program to go out, I want that, I want that. You can come back and sort of use this singular focus, this fulcrum idea, and say, unless it supports this, it's not going to make our list, this week, this month, whatever to do. You're going to actually kind of feel what it's like to be, IT executive on that other side, learning to say no. So again, I hope this helps a little bit to get you to think about how you solve this challenge of, too much to do, not enough time, not enough resources, not enough budget. If you can find that singular fulcrum idea, hopefully that'll help you get, kind of the resources and the focus that you need to take your program to the next level. And so until the next video, take it up a notch.